Hi, my name is Casey, and today I will be giving you a brief overview of the FEMA Public Assistance Grant Program. To begin, the mission of FEMA's Public Assistance Grant Program is to provide assistance to state, tribal, and local governments and certain types of private nonprofit organizations so that communities can quickly respond to and recover from major disasters or emergencies declared by the President. So what does the Public Assistance Grant Program do? Through the Public Assistance Grant Program, FEMA provides disaster grant assistance for debris removal, emergency protective measures, and repair, replacement, or restoration of disaster-damaged publicly owned facilities and the facilities of certain private nonprofit organizations. The Public Assistance Grant Program also provides assistance for hazard mitigation measures to damaged facilities during the recovery process. There are three different entities involved in the Public Assistance Grant Program. FEMA, the state, and the applicants each have a different role to provide quick, efficient, and effective program delivery. FEMA determines the amount of funding, educates applicants on program issues and procedures, assists with the development of projects, and reviews projects for compliance. The grantee is the state government or Indian tribal government that receives the grant from FEMA. The grantee is responsible for dispersing those funds to the subgrantee. The subgrantee, also referred to as an applicant, is a state agency or local government, Native American tribe, private nonprofit organization, or another legal entity that receives public assistance funds. The subgrantee identifies its damages to the state and FEMA in order to receive funding. The subgrantee must report the use of funds received to the grantee. After a disaster causes extensive damage to an area, FEMA works with the state to implement the Public Assistance Grant Program. The funding process consists of 13 steps represented in this flowchart. The first step, known as the PDA, which stands for the Preliminary Damage Assessment, is a joint assessment used to determine the magnitude and impact of an event's damage. Next, the governor of the affected state must submit a request to the President to make a declaration that an area has been stricken by a disaster. The Stafford Act requires that all requests for a major disaster declaration must be made by the governor of the affected state. Soon after the President makes his declaration is the applicant's briefing. The applicant's briefing is a meeting conducted by the state to inform prospective applicants of available assistance and eligibility requirements for obtaining federal assistance under the declared event. Next is the RPA, or the Request for Public Assistance. The RPA is FEMA's official application form that public and private nonprofit organizations use to apply for disaster assistance. After submitting the RPA is the kickoff meeting. The kickoff meeting is the first meeting between the applicant, the public assistance coordinator, and the applicant liaison. The purpose is to assist applicant needs and discuss the damages. Next is the project formulation step. Project formulation documents damage, identifies the scope of the work, and estimates the cost of the work. Then the projects are reviewed. All aspects of the projects are reviewed and approved for funding. Next is obligation. Through obligation, FEMA notifies the grantee that the federal funds are available but reside in a federal account until the grantee is ready to award grants to the appropriate subgrantees. Next, the grantee awards grants to the subgrantees as is needed, and then the applicants may file appeals if necessary. The project closeout is the last step. Closeout is the important last step to certify that all recovery work has been completed, appeals have been resolved, and all eligible costs have been reimbursed. I received all of this information from the Public Assistance Grant Program page on FEMA's website. For more information on FEMA's Public Assistance Grant Program, follow the link provided. Thank you.